The kitchen of Porter's Grill was always noisy. Clattering pans, shouting cooks, the hiss of the grill, and the steady hum of the old freezer in the corner. No one paid much attention to it anymore. It had been locked for months. When the new head chef, Evan, took over, he noticed the heavy padlock right away. "Why's the freezer locked from the outside?" he asked casually. A few of the older staff froze mid-motion. "Old problem," one muttered. "Compressor's shot. Management said leave it." But that didn't sit right with Evan. If the compressor was broken, why was it still humming? Later that night, after everyone went home, he stayed behind. The kitchen was silent now, except for that low, rhythmic vibration coming from the back corner. He walked closer. The metal door was covered in frost, ice creeping along the edges. When he pressed his palm against it, the steel burned cold. The padlock was old and rusted, but the chain wrapped around the handle looked brand new. Evan hesitated, glancing toward the dark hallway. Then he pulled a pair of bolt cutters from the maintenance room and snapped the lock free. The door creaked open. A wave of cold air rolled out, heavy and stale. Inside, stacks of frozen boxes filled the space, but one corner looked disturbed. Beneath a layer of frost-covered packaging was a shape that didn't belong. Evan froze. His flashlight beam trembled over what looked like a sleeve. Stiff, pale, and coated in ice. He stumbled back, fumbled for his phone, and dialed 911 with shaking hands. When officers arrived minutes later, they cleared the building and began their work. By dawn, yellow crime scene tape stretched across the kitchen door. The staff gathered outside in silence as investigators wheeled out the body of a missing delivery worker. Still in uniform, name tag faintly visible beneath the frost. The freezer hadn't been locked for safety. It had been locked to hide what was inside. Investigators were left with more questions than answers. There were no cameras in the kitchen, no witnesses willing to talk, and no clear timeline. The lock required access. The freezer required power. Someone had the authority to keep it sealed, and the opportunity to make sure it stayed that way. How long had the delivery driver been trapped inside, and how many people noticed the lock and chose not to ask why? The case stalled. No one was charged. What do you think happened? Share your thoughts in the comments.